What's up, guys? This is Dragon Ball Diaries here again, and we are ready to start the season reviews for Dragon Ball Z, kicking it off with Dragon Ball Z Season 1, where it takes place 5 years, I believe, following the battle with Goku and Demon King Piccolo, or Piccolo Jr. at the World Martial Arts Tournament. This is the first of 9 seasons in Dragon Ball Z, contains 291 episodes in the complete series of DBZ, and obviously this is probably, of the three between this, Dragon Ball and DBGT, the most famous series. I mean, this is the one, you know, all the people that aren't necessarily fans of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball GT definitely know what this is, definitely know what Dragon Ball Z is. You know, again, huge series, the biggest series episode-wise, and I think popularity-wise of the three. And so yeah, let's start it off here. Let's start off this review and unboxing. Here's the front cover. You've got Vegeta with his Saiyan tail and Saiyan armor. And there you can see the side box art on each side here. And there is the beginning to the long, you know, 9-season picture of Dragon Ball Z with Shenron on it. There you can see it's kind of part of the D there. Start things off. Here we've got that Japanese symbol again, and you've got the complete picture of Vegeta there on the box set. And then when you open it up here, now, one thing that's different between Dragon Ball Z, unlike Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball, is Dragon Ball Z has 6 discs. Now, Dragon Ball Z was the original series that came out in this season box set form, and then they later announced Dragon Ball GT seasons 1 and 2 would come out like this, and then eventually Dragon Ball came out. But there it is, discs 1 through 6. Each disc has the season number, the disc number, and the episodes that are contained on that disc. You've got Vegeta on each disc as well. This season is the longest of all the seasons in the Dragon Ball Z series, along with more episodes than any season in the Dragon Ball GT trilogy. When it comes to season-wise, again, it has the complete Saiyan saga in this DVD season review, and it has 39 episodes on 6 discs. So again, more episodes than any season from Dragon Ball Z, or GT. And here on the episode manual, got Goku on the front cover of the episode manual. I feel it's only fitting that he would be to start off the series. And if you paid attention to my Dragon Ball Season 5 review, I did say I'm not going to be going through every page here. So, you know, again, you've got your standard hero profiles. You know, the introduction of Gohan is introduced into this story, as well as some other heroes. There's Gohan at the bottom of that one page there, across from Chaozu. And here are the enemies. The story starts off with Raditz, and then you've got Vegeta and Nappa, who become the 2 main enemies here. And then you've got Princess Snake, who Goku meets along Snake Way. And then, you know, here are your episode guides. Again, this is a lot of episodes, so a lot longer than the Dragon Ball seasons, which either ended up having 30 or 31 episodes on them. It takes you all the way up to there, episode 39, which is Friends or Foes. And you know, again, I don't really like to talk a whole lot about the episode manual. I think it's really cool. I like it a lot. I like having the little manuals. when I'm watching, sometimes I want to, find out what episode in the season is which and what disc I can find it on. But like I said, I mean, you guys, a lot of you probably have this stuff already, know about all this stuff. That's why I'm not going through it page by page. And if you don't, obviously you can buy the seasons. This season, this Dragon Ball Z Season 1, I actually got for free at one of my DVD retail stores. And again, this is years ago when this season came out. I want to say, if I had to put a year date on it, I would probably say maybe 2009, I think. 2010 at the latest, but yeah, I probably definitely got 2009 or even 2008 maybe. It was a buy one get one free, and I actually ended up getting when I started my collection, the first season that I picked up was Dragon Ball Z Season 3, because that one was actually the cheapest there, and I had no idea. I wasn't really paying attention that they were, remastering the Dragon Ball Z and setting them up in season format. So I got that season. And then, like I said, our DVD store had a huge deal on anime, buy one get one free, and I ended up getting this and Season 4. I paid like $40 for Season 4, and this was like, I think, 35 used or something. And I got this for, like I said, absolutely nothing. So, a great buy, or a great deal, I guess. And if you guys want, like I said, I'm sure you could find this for probably $19.99, $24.99 at most. Online or store retailers, and again, it's got packed full of episodes. I believe 13 hours exact, 925 minutes total, but I think it's right around 13 hours exact in just episodes alone. And one thing I wanted to do though here, out of all the things, is show you the back here in this episode manual, and this is only in Dragon Ball Z Season 1. And it's titled The History of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm just going to read it for you guys out loud here. This is, in 1995, Dragon Ball begins TV syndication. In 1996, in September, Dragon Ball Z appears on the WB network. In 1998, in August, Cartoon Network began showing the final 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. In 1999, the U.S. debut of Dragon Ball Z on Cartoon Network, and Dragon Ball Z action figures released by Irwin Toy. In 2000, in May and June, Dragon Ball Z collectible card game began with the Saiyan Saga. I'm reading all of this to you guys to kind of show you a brief history of Dragon Ball Z and just the amazing popularity that it got. In 2001 of August, in August of 2001, Dragon Ball came to Cartoon Network, and Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z take over the Toonami block. Dragon Ball Z had promotions with Burger King, 2000, 2001, and 2002. If you guys remember, I remember they had like cooler little toys, little wind-up toys, Super Android 13. Dragon Ball Z Australian snack brand promotion, DBZ Pogs, were included with snack brand chip snacks. More packages of chip snacks are sold than double the population of Australia for each promotional period. Promotions were held in 2001, 2002, and 2003. Amazing that, that it sold that much. 2002, which was really just the big year. In May of 2002, Dragon Ball Z leads the Billboard sales chart, filling the top 4 slots with Dragon Ball Z Majin Buu Emergence Unedited was #1 on the Billboard video sales chart, followed by Dragon Ball Z Fusion Evil Buu Unedited at #2, and the edited versions of those VHS and DVDs placed 3rd and 4th on the chart respectively. And again, I mean, that is just absolutely insane that this cartoon was doing that. In May of 2002, the first Dragon Ball Z video game, The Legacy of Goku, released for the Game Boy Advance. And this stat, my absolute favorite, September of 2002, Dragon Ball Z was the #1 show on all of cable TV. Dragon Ball Z was the #1 program of the week on all cable television, with teens 19 through 14 and boys, and 12 through 24 in men. The Wednesday, Monday, and Tuesday telecasts of Dragon Ball Z ranked as the top 3 programs in all of television, broadcast or cable, for delivery of boys 9 through 14. The closest competition was CBS's Survivor Thailand. And then December, the first Dragon Ball Z video game for PS2 released, which was Budokai. In May of 2003, Funimation, Carl's Jr., and Hardee's team up to promote Dragon Ball: The Path to Power. And then finally in 2005, in July, Dragon Ball Z trading card game began with Arrival. Really, the stat that sticks out to me most about that is the fact that Dragon Ball Z at one point was the #1 show on all of cable television. I mean, you think about all the shows on cable television now, Law and Order, WWE wrestling, the classic game shows like Family Feud, Price is Right, the Survivor show, obviously, and it's like every single show, and this, a cartoon, a Japanese cartoon, was beating this. This is what Survivor, was competing with, a freaking cartoon, and that to me is just amazing. And I wish, in this day of age, the popularity for this series was like what it was when I was a kid, because I can remember that, and like how ultra popular this series really was, and it's just amazing to see how much it grew. And I'm a proud fan of it, and a proud collector of it, and a supporter of this series. So I encourage all of you guys, help get those sales up for these things. Go out and buy these seasons. Show people that Dragon Ball Z is still just as popular, and that we can make it that way. And hopefully, eventually, after time passes, we can see the re-releasing of maybe toys back to America and stuff like that. At local Toys R Us and stuff, they can start re-releasing Dragon Ball Z toys. Shelves can be, packed with Dragon Ball Z VHS and DVD, or not VHS, but, back in my time period, yes. But, stack it high with Dragon Ball Z DVDs, and, keep buying them, and, again, keep supporting the series. But for now, that's all, here for me. Dragon Ball Diaries here with the Dragon Ball Z Season 1. Stay tuned for Dragon Ball Z Season 2 box set review. Until then, please like the video, comment, rate, subscribe to my channel, leave me any comments or questions if you have any. I will see you on the next review.